Bedrock Redstone is better than Java Redstone. Yep, I've said it. Now you Java fanboys are probably already yelling in the comment sections. Doesn't like every single YouTuber in the universe say otherwise that Java is better? I am definitely the black sheep here. But it doesn't mean that I'm wrong. You see, most YouTubers out there are just like an Apple user that says that Android is shit after holding a phone for just 5 seconds. I basically just describe all Apple users. Anyways, what I mean by that is that Java Edition is the original version of the game. Original Minecraft players started playing in Java Edition. Bedrock only showed up later. So naturally, it's the first version of the game where Minecrafters / Redstoners started doing Redstone and started getting really good at it. And honestly, I don't blame them. It was already pretty fun and pretty advanced, even in beta 1.8. And so when Mojang came with a new version of the game and changed the rules of Redstone, well, it was really confusing for these players. For example, quasi-connectivity, as confusing as it might seem for you players out there, well, original Redstoners got used to it, and they got used to building contraptions with it. So playing a game where this isn't there for them was more confusing. But where I think these OG Minecraft players cross a line here is when they trash Bedrock Redstone just because it's not familiar for them. I think this is just lazy. There's only one word for this, and it's called being a shill. And that's why I decided to make this video. Because you see, all of my friends were playing the Bedrock version of the game. So if I wanted to join them and impress them with my Redstone, well, I had to learn the Bedrock version of Redstone. And at first, I had the exact same reaction as every single YouTuber that tried Bedrock Redstone. Why don't pistons spit out their blocks? Why? What is this? Why? But since I really wanted to impress my friends with Redstone, well, I had no other choice but to learn it. And surprisingly, it wasn't nearly as hard as I expected. And yeah, eventually I learned it. And fairly quickly, I started having way more fun making Redstone in the Bedrock edition of the game. That said, I'm in a much better position to judge which version of the game is actually better for Redstone. Now, I know that you guys clicked on this video wanting specific reasons why Bedrock Redstone would be better than Java, so here's a bunch of them. First of all, these two things right here in Bedrock are equivalent. They do the exact same thing. And that only makes sense because this is 2 ticks, this is 2 ticks, this is 4 ticks. So 2 ticks plus 2 ticks equals 4 ticks, and 4 ticks equals 4 ticks. Only makes sense. In Java Edition though, for some reason, they're not the same thing. This, whatever that is not actually 4 ticks. I don't know what it is, but it's not 4 ticks. This one is 4 ticks. This is incredibly frustrating, and it has me rage quit the game so many freaking times. Like for example, the messaging machine that I made. You can see I sent this message to this machine over there. As you can see, it says hello world. Why only one letter, and why the R specifically? What the heck? Turns out it was this specific repeater right over here. I changed it to this, and boom, it solved the issue. And now it works perfectly. As you can see, it's writing the right thing. Hello world, not hello world. How does that make any freaking sense? Now I'm sure like a lot of you smart guys out there are gonna come in the comments and are gonna say, oh, it's because of this, it's because of this. I don't care. This does not make sense. As an electronics engineer in the real life, a component does what a component does. Like, there is logic. This is not logic. This doesn't make any sense. Now I have another one for you guys. You see this here? This is a 1-tick pulse passing through a comparator. How beautiful that is. That is also a 1-tick pulse passing through a redstone torch. How beautiful that is. Now in Java, of course, comparators are trash. One tick pulse doesn't make their way through. What the heck? And redstone torch either. Like, what? What? Why? Why? Why limit perfectly fine redstone components into like an inferior, slower counterpart that doesn't make any sense and that limits plenty of builds? Including this texting machine that I really regret making in Java Edition, because in Bedrock, if we would have the proper comparators and redstone torch, this thing could be clocked twice as fast, meaning it would receive and send messages twice as fast as it does here in Java. And I have another example for you guys that is incredibly infuriating because it has zero sense behind it. You can see this is a two-way repeater for single tick pulses and almost anything. Honestly, any type of signal, it works incredibly reliably like this. But for some reason, when we daisy chain them together, this is what happens. Why? Like, why? It's daisy chain. They're independent circuits. This is not supposed to happen. This doesn't make any friggin'. I was completely losing my mind. And to make sure I wasn't going crazy in Java Edition, I decided to build it in Bedrock Edition. And little do you know, it works perfectly. As it should. These are two completely independent circuits. A one tick pulse goes inside this one, which repeats a one tick pulse that also goes inside this one. This one should react in the exact same way, which it does in Bedrock. But for some reason, in Java, it doesn't. Oh, and here's another one for you guys that you're not going to be able to explain. You see, if I put or destroy a block here, remove one repeater in the ladder here. So I have only one repeater. For some reason, at the 6th repeater, bam! I lose my signal. What? What? What's different about the 6th repeater? They're all identical, all driven by the same circuit. They're all the same. What? What is it different? What? Now, of course, Bedrock does not have that issue at all. It's not even remotely a problem. Bedrock is the predictable version. That makes sense. Now, I could keep rambling like that for much longer, but I think you guys heard me yelling enough and my voice is getting tired a little bit. So, we're gonna move on. Now, these are all minor details that we can get around, but there is a much more serious issue with Java Edition that for some reason no one ever talks about. And that is game updates breaking redstone contraptions. And it happens all the time in Java. Now, unsurprisingly, from the direction this video is going in, this never happens in Bedrock. As you can see, this is a machine I designed over 6 years ago, and the machine still works flawlessly as of today, 6 years later. Honestly, it's something you could only dream of in Java Edition. You could only dream of it. Like, it's wow. Now, the game mechanic that it used, which is zombie pigmen spawning when portals were lit up, doesn't work anymore. But still, the redstone still works flawlessly. Oh, and in case you're not convinced yet, here's another one that was designed in the Minecraft Windows 10 edition era. As you can see, it still works flawlessly. And it's not a small machine either. Like, it's not a small thing. There's a lot of complicated redstone in this also. That's honestly pretty that's pretty compact, honestly. It still works 5 years later. Oh, my redstone circuitry that I designed a long time ago in Bedrock still works flawlessly. In Java, I could only wish I could say the same. None of my old redstone in Java still work. And it's no surprise that this is a huge deal for us Minecrafters that spend hours building redstone builds. We want them to work. You know, we want them to work for more than just one game update. You know, it's like we want it to work for as long as possible. And in Java, you never know when it's going to stop working. You never know. So with everything we've looked at in this video, we can confidently conclude that Bedrock Redstone is more intuitive, more predictable, and most importantly, more reliable. And these are basically the 3 magic words an engineer is looking for. So, does that mean we can completely destroy all of our Java contraption and leave this game version all behind in the past? No. Let me introduce you to a concept the internet is allergic to. It's spelled out N-U-A-N-C-E. Nuance. In most cases, yes, Bedrock is the better option for Redstone. But for some specific scenarios, Java still has an edge. For example, over-engineered, compact Redstone doors. It's no secret that these ultra-compact piston doors rely on Java piston features like quasi-connectivity and pistons picking out their blocks to function. Now, of course, you can still make piston doors in Bedrock, but they're not as compact nor as fast. And also for Redstone mega builds. You see, I didn't build my messaging system in Java because I wanted to, but because I had no choice. Because for some reason, in Bedrock Edition, the maximum simulation distance is only 12 chunks. For those who don't know, simulation distance is the distance around the player where Redstone and other things work. And for my texting machine, well, that's not enough. And on top of that, if for some reason you don't have enough of the 32 chunks of simulation distance that Java gives you, well, there's plenty of mods out there that are gonna allow you to increase that even more. And mods are also considered to be a big pro for Java in the community, but I build those ginormous things without them. So for me, and for most of you guys out there, the vanilla experience of the game is the most valuable. So for most of you guys out there, Bedrock is the best choice when it comes to Redstone. So, in a nutshell, unless you're building overly over-engineered, ridiculously compact piston doors or ridiculously large redstone, then Bedrock is the best option for you. At least for Redstone. That said, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, well, please leave a like. And if you want to see other videos like this, well, subscribe. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.